What is going on, Nitro Gang? Happy Friday. I'm glad we all made it because every week there's a new sickening Nitro that needs to be, made great again. Now, unlike the current bill in government, the big beautiful bill, this is the big beautiful Nitro. It might not be that giant, but if you read the title to this video, I called it half Super Nitro, half getaway car. We'll talk all about it. I have electronics ready to go. The question is, will we have ourselves a fire in the hole tonight? We got Brandon Watts. How you doing, man? I appreciate you. We got Pizza and NItroGang Queen Melissa. John Hensley was the first one here in the stream. Now, it's been quite a long week for me. It's Rickety Rack. How you doing, brother? A question for you, man. You want any moonshine delivered? Something like that? Because like this thing will make it. It will make it. Now, I posed a question earlier in the chat. What chassis is this? I'm not going to reveal what it is, but John Hensley was correct. Andreas, how you doing? We got Nitro J. We got RPM Nautical Nitros. Dude, did you change your username? The Nautical? Where did the Nautical come from? Sounds good, though. We got RC Show of Dolo Brawler, King Nitro the First. Darren, how you doing? All right, guys, I'm going to wait a little while. We'll start working on this model. This has never been shown on the channel. And today is a really hot day. You know, I normally wouldn't wear shirts like this in a video where 99.99% of the viewers are men, but since I'm a married fella, it really doesn't matter. You understand what I'm saying? It's all good. We gotta love each other in many ways. One of those is helping people make Nitros great again. RC Show Off ordered a Slayer Pro. Well, that's gonna be sickening, man. I look forward to your videos on them. Great chassis. All right, so I'm gonna wait a little while. We'll start, and we're gonna go outside, try to fire it up. I got the electronics over here. Hold on a second, gotta get ready. What's up there, Just Joe, man? How you doing? Happy Friday to you. No coffee today, bros. No coffee today. Coffee dehydrates you. It's a real hot day out here. There's just water. Just water right there. Just water. You know, good old H2O. Just like, what was that guy? Bobby Buffet. Yeah, Bobby Buffet said it. It's good high quality H2O. You want to repair nitros? You need high quality H2O. This H2O is alkaline water, by the way. Do I believe in that pH 9.5 BS? I don't think it's true. Lotus RC, man, how you doing? Okay. Zeus, what's going on? Zeus goes pretty dope ride. Well, hopefully, if things go okay, this will be hitting the RC track tomorrow. You know, I like to spend my Friday nights making nitros ready for the track. You know what I like to spend my Friday days doing? What's up there, Nitro Pimp? How you doing, man? Happy to see you here. Nitro Pimp been busy. You got a lot of sickening nitros lately. Some of them have twin engines. And if you know anything about the RC world, when you get the twins, you have one in the nitro world. You have one. Okay? Only other one that's able to get twins is probably Bobby Boucher. But since Bobby Boucher is not here, we got Nitro Pimp instead. Okay? With the twins. Rory Holler, what's going on, man? Let me give it a little while. There's something going on with like the YouTube live streaming. The way to take the thumbnails is just not very good anymore. So, you know, if it looks all doofy like Bobby Boucher, I'm sorry about that. I got a snack right by my side. I'm going to open it in a little bit. Okay. For those of you that have a couple questions about anything I've been doing in the past week, I'm going to devote a couple minutes to talk about it. We have any newcomers in here that, you know, need advice on breaking in a Nitro, firing up a Nitro, talking about glow plug questions, whatever the hell it is, go ahead right now. Because once I dig into this, my intention is going to be on the Nitro right here. Derek Burrows, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. Just wondering who here is, because they saw the post on the NItroGang Facebook group. King Nitro the First wants to know, what glow plug do you run in hot weather? To be honest with you, man, my best all-around answer to glow plugs is get the LC4, that's the T-Max glow plug. I generally like to run medium plugs all around, right? Once you get into the hot and cold, I mean, you got to be like very good at the tuning aspect if you want to get the last like 2% out of it. We got Grizzly RC. What's up, bro? Happy Friday to you. So me personally, I like to go with like a medium plug. Lotus RC here goes, yes, the OS8. They change names sometimes, but I really don't focus too much on the type of glow plug other than the medium. You want the medium. In fact, if you tune okay and you're not looking for like 100% crazy, you could even get like the cheap HSP. I've really never had a problem with them. Now, yes, it's true, the HSP cheap plugs do not last as long, but they're much cheaper. So if you tune on a relatively rich side, you know, you're not trying to kill it, you'll be okay. We got Tommy's Adventures. How you doing, man? Happy to see you here. Let's see, we got a question from Zeus. He goes, can you use any size? I'm thinking you're talking about glow plug. Can you use any size? I'm reading the question. 1.5, 2.5, or 3.5 engine. So Zeus RC is asking, based on small block versus big block, 3.5 is a 0.21 and up cubic inch size. A glow plug can you use? They basically all run the same size glow plug. The only time you will run into a unique size glow plug will be Traxxas models use a long plug. You'll notice there's like 1 or 2 extra threads. So you do want to be in the same length of plug. There's like short and there's long. The overall thread diameter as it goes into the head is identical. Only RC Nitros, man. How you doing? Congratulations on your recent purchases. I've seen those pictures and those savages look very, very nice, man. Also, you do want to be aware of engines that run turbo plugs. They are a unique size. You will not be able to put a turbo plug into a regular standard style plug head. So they're completely different. But basically, focus on the length, you know, long or like short. Generally, all Traxxas use the long plug. So you really, you know, if you're buying the same plug, it's impossible to make a mistake. They literally sell only one plug. All right. So James Simrold, how you doing, bro? Question for you guys. Why did I call this in the title a Super Nitro, half Super Nitro? Misread my own title, sickening. Why did I call this half a Super Nitro? Why is it only half a Super Nitro? What's the other half? Nobody knows. Yep, Melissa over here with a message. Buy more Nitro. And she is correct. If you're going to buy something, there's a couple cool sickening deals right now at A-Main. The only brand that I am an affiliate with. Okay? Put some links in the description of this video. You got anything you want to buy, go there. Make Nitros great again. Congratulations. Wonder Bread, how you doing? I know Wonder Bread recently got himself something new. So, Zeus goes, is it half electric? Pizza Nitro, is it two-wheel drive? All of those are incorrect, guys. Incorrect. Well, you know, maybe my description was a little subjective, I could say. The question is, what model is this? What model is this? Now, John Hensley got it correct in the beginning. There's one obvious way to tell which model this is. Nitro Pimp goes RS43 with 2.2s. Exactly 50% of what you said is totally correct. So, let me take the body off for you, huh? Man, it is hot in here. Okay. But what needs to be done? Will it be a runner? Okay. here we go. I'm going to rearrange the camera a little bit. We'll all take a better look at it in a little. But this is basically an RS43 that has Super Nitro wheels. At first I thought it was cool. But then I looked at it and I said, man, it's not very cool. There's a reason why. It's been modified to a point where it cannot be modified back. Anybody here ever tried to fit Super Nitro wheels onto a regular 10 scale car? Let me tell you what would happen. I'm going to show you right now what would happen. First of all, it would look funny. Okay, the wheels are enormous. Second of all, you see right there the battery box? You would have to cut a portion of the battery box in order to accommodate the wheel. Other part that would happen is, Mark, how you doing there, Mark? When you have very old wheels, the rubber just rips. And what do you replace it with? Unfortunately, Super Nitro wheels are relatively rare and expensive. So I'm a little bit stuck with this right now, but the goal is to fire it up, see how the engine is. So let's get down to it. I'm going to put it down, and we will get to work, guys, all right? Let me rearrange the lights. Melissa appears to be off duty today. She's on strike. She said it's too hot for this. She's on strike, guys. I got a striker. Believe that? Got a strike in the hole. All right, so we're looking at the chassis itself. It's pretty clean. I did clean it up a good amount, by the way. You know, I don't like to present cars that are dirty. Pizza Nitro, thank you, man. I did, you know, it was real filthy before. Suspension-wise, the shocks are unkillable. This, after all, is not an Integy shock. This is a proper HPI shock. Brian Chambers, how you doing, man? Yeah, Melissa, she don't pay union dues. So the thing is, you know, once you're legally married, basically they go crazy on you. You know what I mean? But like in a good way. I mean, by that I mean, you know, they don't pay union dues. All right, let's take a look at this side. Now, I've made one modification to this chassis. Anybody want to discuss what it is? There's one main change. Notice the fuel tank setup. That's right, flipped fuel tank. If anybody runs these, I highly recommend you flip the fuel tank. So, if you know the way they route the fuel line around here, normally the fuel pickup is in the back, but normally it's over here. The fuel pickup is usually real close to the clutch belt. KGM, man, how you doing? He is smelling the nitro all the way from here. KGM, bro, I don't know how you're smelling it because I have a real juicy looking exhaust gasket on here. The coupler is brand new, dude. KGM, there's nothing smelly here other than sickeningness. But normally, if you have a leak, yeah, you could smell the exhaust. But in this case, you're never going to smell it. You know why? Because it's new. It's very good condition, KGM. All right? Anyway, let me continue. Air filter is fine. Question is, who thinks this will be a runner today? Well, let me dig into the electronics, and I'm going to go outside and test it. How's that for us all? By the way, it's very rare these days to find one of these plastic HPI pipes with the stinger not destroyed completely. RPM Nautical Nitros, thank you, bro, for being a member for 9 months. But KGM, 28 months. That's many months. If I multiplied that, that's more than 3. That's many months. All right. Rocky Mountain Bashers, how you doing, bro? Don't know if I said hello to you today, but thank you for being here. What's good about this, all the body posts are here. The 2-speed does not look destroyed. Let me show you guys around the chassis, and we're going to dig into it. It's funny. It's funny. It came with a Reese's cup. I don't know. Should I eat this now or eat that later? Good question. Good question. Let's take a look at the bottom. The bottom, you know, it's seen bad days. The trans, it has a good amount of road rash on it, but honestly, It's not horrible. I'm going to zoom in real hardcore on that. The gears are still there. You know, you could have a little bit of rash like that on the gears. It's literally no big deal. Usually this happens when a rock of some sort gets caught in the drivetrain. James goes, how's the header clearance? It is real bad. You see how bad it is? It cannot be any worse. I'm quite confident when this thing, the tires expand, it definitely is going to hit the header. Now let me show you what the prior owner did to this model. He cut out a piece of the radio tray. That appears to be a spring in there. I have never seen that done before. It looks like this car itself was in the construction union too. Just like Brian over here and Only RC Nitro, bro. Do you guys see this HPI at the construction union meeting or no? I don't think it showed up on time. This does not appear to be done to code. Okay, let me check out the electronics. We'll install them, and then I'm going to do an engine check. I'm going to go outside, and fire in the whole time is what's going to go down. Now, that means hopefully. You never know with these old cars, you know? Yep, Big Boys Toys, for those of you that might not know, is the VP of high RPM. And that is a fact. I think, me personally, these are my favorite models. You know, I see you guys discussing which version this is. This is obviously not the very first RS43 model. This RC Cape Cod, what's up, man? Happy Friday to you. This is probably the RS43 Evo. Oh, look at that radio setup. I mean, you know what? That is some clearly good wire management. That appears to be a 4-cell battery. Not ideal. By the way, my tires are hella destroyed. Jerry Gomez, what's going on? Yeah, Wonder Bread said to call OSHA on this. It should have been happening a long time ago. This is a situation right there. I mean, I have no doubt it'll run, though. Blake, how you doing? Michael Norris, happy Nitro World Order to you too, man. All right. So let me undo this cover for the receiver. I must say, it does appear to have been built way not terrible. Yeah, Ray, I know, bro. Ray, I would not have done this. This is a real subjective setup. But you understand, I did not build this. Nitro Addiction, man, how you doing? Happy Friday to you. By the way, tomorrow's video will be featuring a little shout out to the Nitro Addiction. You guys are going to have to watch to see what it is. I'm not going to disclose what it is. But it has a little bit of something to do with baking, rather boiling wheels in color. You know what I'm talking about? Who here boiled wheels with some dye? Nitro Addiction has. Okay, so let's install the receiver. I got it set up already, ready to go. Just have to bind it. And yeah, I'm going to go outside pretty soon. Let me go to channel 19. Turn it off. We'll do the bind real quick. You know, over the years, people have asked me questions about radios, this or that. I say the radio that is best is the one that you can efficiently and effectively bind and get running reliably. For me, that happens to be the GT5. Okay, so I'm just going to bind it real quick. Turn on the radio gear. It's blinking. I got the bind plug in. Gonna hold bind. Turn it on. That's it. It's binded. Do you see what I mean? It's extra easy. Extra easy. I understand the more modern radios have screens the size of your forehead. But the thing is, all that matters is that you have failsafe and you have no runaways. That's it. All right, so this is on. Let me remove the bind plug. Let's check the throttle. Okay, servos all work. The goal is to actually inspect the engine, but I have to do this before I do any of that first, guys. So at a bare minimum, I'm going to have to replace all these wheels. Now, the problem is if I go with touring car wheels that are 10 scale size, obviously these are much larger. It's not going to happen. So, I won't be able to use the body again, unfortunately. All right. Who's having some nice ice water? Anybody? No? Okay. All right. Let's get this assembled. Should have made a hole in the receiver right here. I don't think I got my drill. Need a hole in the cover. Or else I'll have to line it this way. You know what? I'm just going to leave the receiver exposed for now. I don't think I need to close the receiver. Yeah, this is a real squirrely setup, guys. All right. I'm going to leave the receiver open for now. RPM, Nautical Nitro, so what engine is this? I was going to get to the engine literally like right now, but since you asked and you're a sickening channel member, I will get to the engine right now. So, I think this is going to be the problem. We got ourselves a Nitro Star. I think that is probably not the correct pull starter. This seems to be a 12R XS. I think a 12R XS. So far, in my travels with Indiana Jones, I have never come across a good condition, non-dead 12R XS. Has anybody here? I'm just curious. Joey's Ace, what's up, man? Happy Friday to you, Joey's Ace. Anybody here in their travels with Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark ever come across a good 12R XS? I for sure have never. Tommy's Adventures, bro. I am not really familiar with what the FlySky G11P is, but I'm going to tell you, the GT5 is cheap, it's inexpensive, and it has everything you need. All right, well, Nitro Pimp got lucky. He's come across them in not dead condition. So far, I've never come across a good one in my life. It just has never happened. This particular one, it seems to have compression, so we're going to go fire it up. I'll have to find out what it's like. Now that we have the electronics installed, I'm okay. At least I can give it some throttle. I do want to tell you guys, I did remove the carb and I did seal it with a proper silicone O-ring. So I don't think we should have an issue with carbs. The carb seems to be okay. It is a 2-needle carb as well. You see, I'm wondering if I should just install this cover back on or just leave this for now. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to leave it, right? Nothing's going to happen to it. What do you guys think? We ready for a fire in the hole? Yes, this is a real subjective. I know. This cutout is real bad. Jerry Gomez, we'll dig into the engine. What matters first is that it fires up. Let me make sure all of my trim settings are okay. All right, so we have throttle, brakes. Okay, we have brakes. All right, so everything here is good. Steering, we have steering. All right, bros. Is it ready? Is it time to go outside? You let me know. What do you think is going to happen? Should I eat my Reese's peanut butter cup right now? Okay. You got to have a snack, everybody. You got to have a snack. You got to have a snack. That's right. Taco Bell has been replaced with chocolate. It's almost at disgusting room temperature for chocolate. Man, they make these things too sweet. That's right, Jerry Gomez. I'm not a Taco Bell supporter anymore. That's right, Pizza Nitro, peanut butter fire in the hole. You said it, man. All right, let's go outside. I'm gonna get what I need. Make sure the plug is tight. All right, plug is real tight. One-way bearing seems to be good. I've already done all of the pre-checks. It's just a matter of, will this thing run normal? Let's roll, bros. I'm going to get ready. Well, you might see Sandy on my travels, by the way. If you see Sandy, say hello. Give him a snack. He likes he likes turkey. All right, I'm gonna get ready to go. The quality might get a little bit worse, but it'll improve once I'm outside. All right? Could I get a hell yeah? Oh. Oh. He left. What's up, Nitro Sandy? Dude, it's dark outside. You can't see nothing outside the window. Sandy, say hello to your fans. Did you enjoy your nap earlier? Sandy, it's summertime, so you understand it's gonna get hotter now. I know you're not that old, but summer comes at you fast, bro. Summer comes at you fast. Sandy, psst, psst. All right, let's go outside. I'm gonna block this a little bit. Let me get ready. I got the glow driver, got a tuning screwdriver, fuel. I'm gonna put a little fuel in there. All right, we got some fuel. The fuel tank is good, by the way. I've already inspected everything here. All right, bros. What do you think is gonna happen? Right, we are outside. You guys know what movie I was watching the other night? Don't mess with the Zohan. Don't mess with him. Don't mess with the Zohan, bro. Nah, don't mess with the Zohan. You know, Adam Sandler. You know, they put hummus on everything. All right, so carb is okay. Brakes are okay. I'm gonna prime it. Let me see where the idle is actually. All right. You might need a little more. I'll adjust the idle as needed. Let me see which way the idle is. Hold on a second. All right. Prime in the hole. What am I doing? Well, I don't see any fuel. Might have to do a blow. Okay. I see some fuel. All right. It's firing the whole time. All right. So the thing is, this is a small block. Like, it's not that big of a deal. There's like people playing trash music like across the street. So, you know, they've been playing trash music for about 3.5 hours now. Like, if there's a fire in a hole, it's for like a minute. Like, it's not even really a comparison, you know? I don't go out here try to piss people off just to get Nitro started. That's about it. I care about my neighbors too. Fire in a hole. It needs a little more fuel, I think. Gotta say, the compression is not sickening at all. Is the plug dead? I'm just looking at it. Okay, a plug appears to be okay. The meter says the plug is okay, actually. That's a no so far. I'm gonna prime it again. All right. I told you, every 12-hour excess I've had is garbage. Every single one. That's a no. Let me think. Let me think of what to do. Could either blow in it, but it's hard to get that exhaust line. Yeah, Lotus RC pretty much. If I can't start it, it's junk. I don't think this thing has any compression, to be honest with you. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me go get another piece of fuel line. I had to get another piece of fuel line because I don't want to get to disconnecting this fuel line. It like routes to the bottom. I'm gonna blow in this. Give me a second. All right, if that didn't do it, then I think we got a problem. Now I'm gonna try it again. I mean, it should fire up theoretically, bro. What's up, Michael Sucha, man? How you doing? Happy Friday to you. I think this thing needs an engine. Is what it needs. There's a situation of catastrophic proportions. The plug appears to be good. I could see it's actually quite green on the meter. See right there on the meter, it's quite green. Yeah, the tire destroyed, bro. The tire destroyed. This is a preservation project, you know. This is not a good car. This is a not very good car. That's why it's on my channel, you know. Yeah, this one does not appear to be doing good. I'm gonna open up the throttle by a lot. All right, we're at pretty high in the idle trim now. I'm gonna do a little blow again. Okay, fuel tank definitely has pressure, guys. Definitely 100% pressure over there. So far, not going too good. What's up there, all aspects? All right, we got the world's worst sounding fire in the hole. All right, so the idle, it definitely got no compression. I'm gonna raise the idle a little more. Yeah, that's a sign of low compression. I'm gonna raise the idle a little more. Basically, it won't really run unless you have a ton of air. At this point, yeah, the pull starter thing easily pulls. It did fire though, but the engine is toast. Yeah, Jerry, the engine is beyond toast. I'm gonna do a couple more times just to, you know, solidify it. Yeah, it's not igniting. I'm actually pretty much open there on the idle at this point. I was gonna run this tomorrow. Now I need another car. Toast. It's trying to start, but it got no compression. Sickening. Oh. Not going prescribed to plan, guys. Ain't nobody making a runaway here tonight. Yeah, the carb is quite open. I opened it up. We're at like 30% opening on the carb right now. It's toast. Yeah, John Hensley, this thing needs a rebuild or an engine. Toast. Yeah, this is pointless. Well, my dudes, it fired up very little. I mean, it's not enough to keep pulling the fuel in, so the engine is basically toast. What do you think? You agree with me on that? It's beyond toast. Yeah, every .12 from HPI I've ever had has been bad. Like, literally every single one. This is no exception. So I got a couple options, really. I could either get the T3.0, get a T3.0. Yeah, the fuel cap seal is okay, Alex Lopez. I did a pressure check on the fuel tank before. Like, I prepped it for a very good start today. So it's extra toast. Should I get the 4-stroke mini dirt bike? I don't know if it's gonna fire up. I haven't fired up in a long time. 4-stroke mini dirt bike. Thing is, I don't really have another HPI engine from this size. The T3.0 is what this thing needs. 3.3, I don't have a good 3.3 either. I have a bad 3.3, all right? All right. If this won't fire up, we're gonna fire up a dirt bike. Give me a second. Watch the yard with the dead HPI. Be right back. Got it. What's up, chef, man? How you doing? Man, the bugs are crazy. Maybe you'll fire up, maybe you won't. Damn light. Oh, had the kill switch off. It's a runner. Idle lower than the HPI though. It's a runner, guys. What's up, Texas man? Quiet, right? 4-stroke. Can't go far though, it's tiny. That's about it. I mean, that thing is real solid, actually. I had the kill switch cord disconnected there first, but yeah, I ride that sometimes in the dirt. I mean, you know, it's hella tiny. I need a larger one, obviously. Thing is, what's up, Ben? How you doing? Yeah, Mike Sucha, those are 4-strokes. So let me show you it real close up here. I mean, this is, you know, like a proper mini 4-stroke dirt bike. You could change the oil, 0W40. Right there, I could check the oil right now. Got dual disc brakes. I mean, it's plenty. I did a pretty good video on it, honestly. I mean, it's small. If it was only like 25% larger, it almost fit an adult. All right, everybody just joining. The engine on this HPI is extra toast. Shocks in the front are real soft as well. I'll go on a little night ride on this, honestly, but got a situation with lights. It's dark right now, you know what I'm saying? It's dark. Plus, probably not gonna have any internet connection. Who wants to see another fire in a hole in the mini bike? Yes, no? Damn, crazy compression, bro. Sickening. I wouldn't mind going riding it right now. It's very quiet. It's a 4-stroke with a muffler right there. Fuel filter. It's 4-stroke and muffler. Sickening. Yeah, Jerry Gomez, if you sit in the back, like put your weight in the back, you can wheelie and almost fall off. Yes, you can fall off real well. I almost did. And it's pretty solid. Fires are better than this HPI. Sickening. What's up, Raymond Hernandez? I'm gonna give this HPI another shot, but the engine is toast, everybody. It got a literally negative compression on this right now. Yeah, it's toast. It's Ricky Rack, bro. Go to my channel. I did a whole unboxing and ride in like the woods on this. I'm telling you, the video got like over 10,000 views. Whole unboxing and everything. And soon I'll have something else for the channel. Might not be a dirt bike, but it's gonna be a sickening bike. All right, it's Rickety Rack did see it. Okay, well that's basically the extent of what I did with that bike, you know. Pretty much after that, you know, well, it got cold. I didn't really do much. All right, let me try it again. It's not gonna fire up though. Did you see that bug over there? Bug tried to take away the cooling head. Yeah, it got no compression. The glow plug is good. I actually put in a new glow plug in here before, just for this test. The plug is good, 100%. Yeah, it's just toast, guys. That's all it is, it's toast. Yeah, we need another small block, Jerry. Yeah, John Hensley, I did most of the filming myself in that video. She only did like a small portion, you know. It was real hot out here. Like in my yard out here, you know, it's New York City, so we got like basically concrete everywhere. When the sun is out, it's a real threat to human life. You know what I'm saying? It's a threat to human life out here. That's how hot it gets. All right, the question is, can I fire up something else? We got any votes for anything? I was gonna run that tomorrow, but now it's toast. T-Max. Well, I got a lot of T-Max fire-ups, honestly, so I don't think I'm gonna do that, but what else we got? I mean, that's a proper 4-stroke mini bike. You know, that's the reason I wanted it. The 2-stroke, they're good. They have more power than this. It's not fast, this one, just so you know. You're not gonna be going over 22, but so the Lotus goes the FG Beamer. So the thing is, I need to work on that exhaust. The exhaust fell off. So we got no exhaust on that one right now. It's exhaust free. All right, let me go check out what I got in the fridge. Well, guys, what do you think hybrid over here is going to bring? Go ahead. Make your day, or my day, or whose day. I'm not ready yet. I gotta go bring it. What do you think about that? To our John Hensley, never get disappointed with a Slayer. For those of you out there that want a Slayer, use the links in my description to this video and get one at A-Main. They're real good. Bro, Alex Lopez, I'm telling you, get it. By the way, this one's real nice. I'm going to show you this one in a little bit. Wait till you see the mods on this one. This ain't just a regular Slayer, bros. This is, I don't want to have to say it, but this is literally the Nitro Pimp Edition. Wait till you see it. This is from a channel member and friend viewer of mine, Nitro J, by the way, from a while back. I never did a video on it. Shout out to Nitro J. All right, so let me show you the bottom. This one has a lot of aluminum. I will admit the front aluminum portion here sucks. Never convert this. You really want to have the plastic parts. It actually has a bunch of friction from these parts. They're actually kind of trash. We have aluminum rocker arms. Also, from what I understand, they kind of suck, but it's legit like a new Slayer. I will admit the suspension sucks because of all the aluminum. You really want to keep the original plastic Traxxas parts. What do you guys think? We're going to have a fire in a hole or what? Could I get a hell yeah? Just Joe, yes. All right, here we go. So this one has a lot of upgrades. Almost all of them are bad, but you know, it doesn't mean that they're not worth much. They're worth money, but to be honest with you, you want to keep it factory. Texas Hill with a classic hell yeah. All right, let's go to channel 2. Here we go. Electronics. You all ready for this? It's fire in a hole. Almost. Let me prime it. All right. How much money are you gonna bet that it's gonna start within the first 3 seconds? How much money you wanna bet within the first 3 seconds? Well, depending where my throttle trim is, actually. I don't know. All right. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. It happens. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna just use a glow driver. Where's my glow driver, I think? Was the plug bad in this from last time I checked? I don't remember. Or is it fouled up or something? John Hensley, thank you, bro. I'm gonna enjoy that and use it to fix the HPI engine. Say something, I don't know. I was gonna run this one too. Is the plug dead in this one too? Shit. Yeah, something gone awry over here. Something went awry. I'm gonna prime it again. I think the plug is dead, guys. Oh, I didn't prime it. Sick. The runner. I didn't prime it enough. My bad. I'm gonna run it a little. It's really rich. This one needs to be finished with a break-in, by the way, okay? Break-in is not complete. Man, the steering is awesome. Good thing I made that turn. Thanks, Big Boys Toys, bro. Yeah, that one, the braking needs to be completed, guys, okay? So I'm taking it easy. Can't kill the Slayer. When nothing else runs, the Slayer does. And the brakes, I'm telling you, they're impressive, man. This needs, like, I think about 4 more tanks for a braking, by the way. Look at that idle, though. Runs fine. Alex Lopez, bro, use the links in my video. Any of them will work. That says like in stock nitros, you know? Idle is awesome. It just needs to be, the braking needs to be complete. Nitro Swiat, this is 20%. It's only 20% nitro, that's it. All right, guys, I'm gonna shut it down. This needs a complete braking cycle, okay? It runs great, though. Good amount of oil coming out the back. It's about 12% oil. Perfect idle. Can't beat it. Aluminum rockers. Although I would say it's kind of stiff. Shut it down. All right, yeah, shut it down. It's fired up pretty good. I didn't prime it enough. So the fuel I'm using now, it's a little bit high in the oil content. It's like some old VP I had. So basically, you know, tends to clog up the carb a little bit more. Obviously, this ain't no bones brew, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this one does have a lot of aluminum upgrades. I'll be honest with you, they're all not good in terms of adding, you know, value. But they do look nice. Let me show you from the bottom on this side. Yeah, so this one has a lot of really nice blue aluminum upgrades. I mean, this is a good looking car. Lackadaisical, how you doing, man? Thank you for becoming a new channel member. Everybody say hello to Lackadaisical and the fact that I read his username correctly the very first time. I put a lot of effort into not mispronouncing people's usernames. So yeah, this one I did notice. So this has, these appear to be actual Traxxas parts from what I looked like, from what I looked up. You know, normally all of us make fun of like Integy, but these appear to be proper Traxxas upgrades. All right, so these are good parts right here. But I'll be honest with you, the whole steering setup is real bad. It has a lot of play. Like that is a massive amount of play actually for a Slayer. And this bolt is a little bit loose. If I tighten it down anymore, it literally will not let the steering bell crank move. So don't get the racing, don't get these upgrade steering parts. They're bad. The factory Traxxas parts are really good. Thanks again for becoming a new channel member, Lackadaisical. I appreciate you, man. The Traxxas servo is okay. This part, it looks good, but honestly, you know, in terms of benefits over the plastic component, literally nothing. Yeah, only RC Nitros goes, don't scratch the chassis. Guys, I might have to drive this tomorrow to the track. Who wants me to take this to the track tomorrow? Because honestly, I was going to take that RS4, but it's dead. The back also has the nice Traxxas upgrade part for the skid plate. But once again, it's useless. Yeah. The Easy Start system works really good. This filter is one of those like Integy air filters. Honestly, it seems okay. I got nothing bad to say about the filter. It does not appear to be oiled, so I'm gonna have to oil that up. If you're wondering, you know, should you get a Revo or a Slayer? Slayer is about half the weight. It costs a little bit less. You will go a little bit faster with the Slayer. Single servo, no reverse, and optimized forward only 2-speed. So the Slayer is a real epic truck. What's up there, Raw RC, man? How you doing? I gotta watch Raw RCs do videos on the Savages, because I know he goes out there and bashes them real good. Whereas for me, can't even fire up an old HPI correctly. Anyways, joking around. So, plus they fire up real well, you know. What else do I see on this one? Personally, I don't see any advantage of these aluminum rocker arms. In fact, they seem like there's a ton of friction. I had to go over every single screw in here and make sure that it's not over tightened. And what happens is when you put, you know, metal into aluminum in terms of a screw, you have to use like red thread lock. So, you know, hopefully that'll be okay. But I'll be honest with you, the front suspension isn't as soft as they normally are. Only RC Nitros, yes, the Revo is about twice as heavy as a Slayer, actually. I might fire this up again if you guys want, but, you know, don't forget, this needs a couple of heat cycles done. That's the thing. I don't wanna like try to run it too much right now. This isn't really the break-in time. You know, I do like to break into my Nitros in a complete peace and quiet. Kidding around. Who cares? Like all of these parts that are aluminum upgrades, they look nice, but they're basically useless. Well, in terms of pretty much anything. But many people like them. I will say what's really nice, the rear exhaust on this. Clean setup. Clean setup. Even the back, like the suspension is not how it should be. I think it's because of the aluminum rocker arms right there. I'm not a big fan of the aluminum rocker arms, guys. The Slash is single speed, everybody. I see you guys are talking about it. The Slash is real fast. Actually, the Slash is just as fast, if not faster than this. But the Slash is a much lighter chassis. It's a two-wheel drive chassis, right? So the Slash versus Slayer, they're completely two different cars. They might look like the short course body, but the Slayer is built on a Revo chassis, and the Slash is built on an extended Rustler chassis. So they handle completely different. The brakes on a Slayer will blow you away. This thing will lock up all four wheels, go straight, and you'll stop anywhere you want, right? On a Slash, it's more like if you like the dynamics of a two-wheel drive, then the Slash is for you. But if you want good brakes, then a Slayer is for you. You know what I'm saying? I might do one quick little fire up on this before calling it a day for a little bit. Basically, I got to fire it up a couple times to get it to normal temperature, you know? Yeah, so this is still in the heat cycle stage. See, I wonder if this glow plug wire actually does work. I'm gonna try it with the glow plug wire right now. David, how you doing? I removed the glow plug wire thinking it was not enough juice, but I think I just didn't have it primed enough. So let me connect it back. What do you guys think? You think it'll fire up with the glow plug wire? Well, it's definitely in there. John Hensley, thank you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Honestly, guys, I normally use a glow driver to fire these up, like, because this one's brand new. I don't really want to remove the glow plug wire. It's not destroyed yet. Like, it didn't take any turns that, like, it frayed the wire, so the wire's good. But normally, I would use my own glow driver to fire up a Traxxas. It's just a better idea. All right, fire in the hole. Somebody say it. Go ahead. Somebody say fire in the hole hybrid. Oh, I have very little fuel left. I put in a little bit. It's not really, I'm not doing like a half a tank or nothing. It's no wind out here right now. It's kind of smelly. Normally there's a little bit of wind that carries the fumes away. All right, John Hensley said it. Fire in the hole. Melissa, get our scooters ready. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that wire is dead. Yeah, I'm thinking it doesn't work. Let's try the glow driver. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Yeah, that's the case. Yeah, that's exactly the case. There was something wrong with the wire. Idle can be beat, right? Sickening. Start them both when you're noisy. Think about that. All right. Shut it down time. Fired them both up, bros. That's how you get it done. That's how you get it done. Gas and nitro, all hanging out at the same party. All right. Let me just chit chat with you guys here a little bit. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Yeah. So, I mean, I was planning on taking that RS4 to the track tomorrow, but it's toast. So, you know, I was wondering what engine to get. I mean, I pretty much know what engine to get, or whether I should pursue a repinch. Now, the problem with these ones, I'm not totally sure if they repinch like .12 size engines. That's the one thing I don't know, really. I'm gonna maybe contact the Drake repinch service. We'll see what they say. Gas and nitro, guys. Gas and nitro. By the way, I have a gas bike in the shed. I'm serious. Well, let me start bringing this stuff in. Might do a little work on this RS4, I don't know. Let's go see how it goes. All right, people saying repinch. Let me go bring this in. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna go inside for a minute. Maybe I'll take the engine out. If you guys want to see me remove the engine right now, give me a hell yeah. Oh, Sandy's here again. Sandy, bro, how you doing? Oh my goodness, look at that. World's cutest kitty right there. How you doing there, Sandy? Hey, kitty. There's a spider next to you. Be careful. Get the spider. Get the spider. RPM, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Sandy, did you say thank you, man? Sandy, you got to work on your eye contact. All right? Why do you think they made you so cute for? So you could look at the floor? That's a no, buddy. That's a no. Man, I love when he sits like that. It's freaking adorable. Hey, you guys looking at that box in the back? Don't look at the box in the back. That's a top secret. That's a top secret. Okay, he out. He out. All right, guys, let's go take a look at this. Thank you, man. RPM Nautical Nitro. Oh, you guys want to read a couple books? Hold on a second. I got a couple books for you. You got to guess what books these are. I guarantee you nobody will guess what books these are. Nobody at all. I got to look at it myself. Okay. Oh. All right, my dudes. I'm back. Too hot out there for Melissa, but you know, I'm a trained Nitro athlete. It ain't too hot for me. Who wants to guess what books I have here? These are special books. John Hensley, man, thank you. Oh, ice cream. We might get some, what is it called? Ice? The shaved ice? Shaved ice? Yeah. Yogurt. I don't believe in yogurt. Yogurt's fake, guys. Yogurt's fake. There's no way. You watch Seinfeld? Okay. Raymond Hernandez. Good question. Good comment right there, bro. No. No. Not Dr. Seuss. Sickening. Jerry Gomez goes encyclopedia. Bros, let me show you up close, just so you understand. NItroGang is real smart over here. You know what I'm saying? Britannica, Book of the Year, 1979. What's up there, Tarek? How you doing? I was just outside firing up some gas and nitro. You know, this one has a toast engine. The engine is beyond toast. It won't start. Low compression. Extra low compression on this one. And then I pulled out some books, man. Let's take a quick look at this book. Who wants to do 19? Let's do 1979. So the space race was over in 1972. Let's see what they got in here. Anyways, for those of you who don't know, the engine and this one is beyond extra toast. I could not get it fired up for more than like 3 seconds. Sickening. Extra toast. I was planning on running this tomorrow. Can't run that now. All right, so we got the Book of the Year, Britannica for 1979. Bro, that is before, many years before I was born. Tarago's already doing about the engine. So I was talking to the crew over here. Oh yeah, just Joe, not Dianetics. That stuff is fake. Let me get another book. I got many of them. So this is a competitor to that Britannica. This is, you know, back Bevan's Racing. How you doing, bro? Welcome. I'm glad to have you back. I saw you left me a comment on that video the other day. This is the World Book, number 5. I'm not sure what's in there. Let's check it out. Debt Nationals. Claude Bouzet. Oh, shit, look at that. Horse and Carriage. Oh, that's John Deere right there. John Deere. The inventor. Well, I don't want to say the inventor. So let's see. John Deere, one of the world's leading manufacturers of plows. Yeah, he was a top plower. John Deere was a top plower. His Galpin Sulky, right, named for its designer, was the first commercially successful riding plow, 1875. Sickening. Deer. 1980s hairstyle right there. That's a dog, a dingo. It's a dog from Australia. where one of our top VPs, Big Boys Toys, is from. Dingo, bro. Honestly, that looks like a dog you might want to pet. I don't see what's wrong with those dogs. Those dogs are pretty tight. All right, we got the World Book. Let's take a look at the World Book. Let me ask you a question, guys. Where are you going to see a Nitro and an encyclopedia together? Could I get a sickening hell yeah, please? You ain't never going to see a dead Nitro and encyclopedia together from 1979 on any channel ever in the world. That is what makes this channel better than nothing. I don't want to say supreme because there's a lot of good channels out there. So I'm not supreme, guys. I'm not the best there is. But as Texas said, Nitro never dies. All right, we got the Yasser Arafat. Another day, a different dollar. That's some article. Who's that? I don't know who that is. It's the World Book. Here we got Jaws from around the world. Here we got The Unlikely Treasures of Columbus, Indiana. Real unlikely. Here we got, what is that? Look, that's what's the name of that sport? Lacrosse, yeah, lacrosse. Let's see what's in the table of contents. Britannica Book of the Year, 1979. You see, one day I pull out a magazine, one day I pull out a Britannica. Nothing wrong with that. Oh yeah, this is, I think, when apartheid ended in Africa, right? That's where they had the slogan, Africa is for Africans. Well, no. Yeah, that's during the end of apartheid or way before. You know what I'd like to see? The Saturn V5 rocket. That is what I'd like to see. Oh, Djibouti. That's a country in Africa. I did a reports on them many times. I enjoyed those countries. Man, Liberia. This must be all about Africa because, oh no, there's Mongolia. No, there's Mongolia right here. Jonathan Zam, how you doing? We're just trying to get smarter, you know, with Nitros here on this channel and books. No funny business. Let's see what this says. Tax on this home up 300%. Sickening. Yeah, they don't make books like this today. Everything is online, you know. The last time anybody in school these days read a book was never. What's this? Another one. Oh, the Soviet Union. Something I am greatly familiar with. Agriculture and fisheries. Sickening. Yeah, Texas Hill collects books too. By the way, I have every single World Book, in case you guys were wondering, for pretty much every single year. Is that Tanya Harding? No. Well, Texas Hill is an actual engineer, an architect, so yeah, he's pretty smart. You gotta respect the architects and engineers in life, guys. You gotta respect them. All right, I'm gonna see what I can do on this engine. Enough with the World Book, bro. All right, for everyone just joining, I couldn't fire this thing up. It's toast, it's dead, it cannot be repaired. What do we think? Pull the engine? This basically needs a new engine or a repinch. I don't know if they repinch .12s. That's right, Texas Hill, just so people know. When they see, so they know who they're talking to, guys. Texas Hill is an actual architect, which basically means he's an engineer in real life. So, you know, the guy has a high-level education. So, all right, let me I don't know, these screws might be toast. Guys, thank you for being here today. I'm sorry this, well, I mean, I fired up a lot, actually. Who here wanted to get the Slayer? I can give you a link to the Slayer right now. You want the Slayer, bro? Let me know if you want the Slayer. Man, I am sweating really hard over here. Do you want to see my forehead? I'm going to ask you guys a question. Do you want to see my forehead? I'm going to... Jonathan, bro, Zam, we are happy to have you here, man. You know, the people here are always happy to hear that more people are joining the Nitro Gang. By the way, I'm the admin of the Facebook group, Nitro Gang. It's basically my group. If you want to, you know, send a request, I'll add you to that. Let me give you guys a link to the Slayer in case you want to buy it. The blue one. It's basically the best color, I would say. All right, so here's a link to the Slayer. If you guys don't have it yet, buy it. That's basically my affiliate link. All right, Tarek says, pull the engine. Considering, you know, it's basically toast, should I pull the head first? This needs to be sent to get repinched, everybody. There's literally nothing else I can do. It's toast. I mean, I'm not really worried about getting dirt in there at this point anymore because it's toast. All right, I'm going to pull the engine head first. Yeah, these old HPI engines, they have 2mm head screws. You got to be real careful and not strip them. You know, the Traxxas engines and anything big block will generally be 2.5mm screws. You really want the 2.5mm, I'm telling you. But, you know, what are you going to do? With the 2, if you strip it, your only real solution is to drill the head off of the bolt. So we'll take a look at the engine, but this engine is beyond toast, everybody. Guys, look at my forehead. Crazy sweat over here. Oh, see that? That's rare. I mean, I am, after all, a nearly trained athlete. After all. Yeah, I never heard anything about Woogie quitting. I don't think he's ever going to quit. Woogie has so many Nitro RCs. I mean, he's been a member of the Nitro Gang for many, many years. I don't see him leaving. It's basically part of his lifestyle. You know, and all his things perform really, really well. In fact, many people here, like Texas Hill, you know, they know him in real life. Northeast Mods, man, you have a good night. I'm only gonna be here for a little while longer, bro. So don't have the FOMO. You know, no fear of missing out. Yeah, we're just joking, bro. You know, sometimes we all get upset. We're like, damn, how come we not getting those views? And then you're like, oh, I'm gonna quit. But then you're like, F that, I'm never gonna quit. Lackadaisical, bro, trying to get back into Nitro after 15 years. Dude, the modern RCs are real good. Like, you know, if you need something new, I'm telling you, get the Slayer. You're going to like it. Plus, the good thing is, I'm going to put a link to it right now again. They keep resale value really good, and they will literally hit close to 50 miles an hour. So I'm going to pull the head. All right, so it looks pretty normal. I don't see any pitting on the head here. It looks kind of normal, nothing crazy over here. It's just low compression, I would say. Let's take a look inside. You know, I'm not sure if these are ABN or ABC engines. Normally, I mean, it looks okay. There's a ton of fuel in there because it did fire up a little bit. But normally, if it's an ABC engine, you could see a different color. Anybody know? Terra Curry, bro, thank you, man. He goes, let's repinch it. Well, that's what we will do. That's what we will do. Because, like, honestly, it looks pretty good. I don't see any major flaws on the sleeve. The piston looks real clean, right? No gashes, no major issues in there. So I think this is a candidate for a repinch. The carb appears, Lotus votes for a 32 swap. Bro, this thing already needs tires. They'll kill it. We do have a proper 2-needle carb. So these engines, the post starter works. You know, so my understanding is a repinch might be a good idea here. So I'm going to disassemble this probably later on and see. So let's take a look at it. I mean, it seems fine. These HPI engines, they have like maybe, I don't know the exact horsepower spec, but I would say probably close to 0.8 or 0.9 horsepower. Like the Novarossi ones were obviously better, the 0.12s for Novarossis from Novarossi, but these are, I would say mid-range engines. You know, they did have a 2-needle carb. They did have the high flow header. Other than that, it's basically kind of, it's a regular 0.12 engine. There's nothing that exciting, but it's good for what it is. Wonder Bread goes, where do you get a repinch? So there's a couple services. I've tried them several times. I'm going to try a new one. Maybe Drake, Adam Drake does it. You know, I'm not advertising them. I don't have any promos for them. I'm just a guy that needs engines repaired. Man, I have sweat dripping down my brow. And Melissa did not get me any ice water. Melissa, can you get me some ice water, please, boo? Please? All right, so, yeah, I could tell as I spin it, there's literally nothing at the top over there. It's completely nothing. So these appear to be, like, pretty common in terms of porting. I think a 3-port. Yeah, it's a regular 3-port. I think a repinch will be good on this one. The thing is, it's not that easy to really find a modern small block engine anymore. That's kind of the situation. If there were a lot of small block engines, I would say, let's just get a new engine. There really isn't much. Plus, I need to really maintain the engine fit spec here because the way the 2-speed is aligned. Can't really just go start putting on whatever. That's right, man. Sponsored by my wallet. Well, you know, some of you guys donate, so that's good too. But, you know, after the fees, it's much less. But either way, I don't do it for that. You know, some people do. I don't. Damn. Texas still goes, Drake only does big blocks. Texas, bro, can you possibly find out if there's anyone that does 0.12 engines? Because I know most of the online brands don't. Yeah, but the Drake, honestly, yeah, those are generally big block engines. The guy has a racing career. Mark Nugan goes, hybrid, repinch it, hybrid. Yeah, so I'm going to look into it. I know I did research for this like a couple years ago. To be honest with you, I did. I forgot. I already found out, but I freaking forgot. That's why it's good to watch your own videos after. I freaking forgot who did it. All right, so what else can I do? I'm going to just start pulling a couple things now, guys, all right? Because you're here. In about 5 minutes, it'll be over. I'm going to disconnect. Right there. So overall, I mean, I think this is repinch worthy as long as I can find someone to do it. What's up, JW, man? How you doing? Yeah, just pulled the head from this HPI engine. It's basically toast. Not the best. What are you gonna do? Oh, man, JW, good luck, man. Tell us what you're going to be running in the race. John, how you doing, man? So, let me give you an update. Basically, the engine is toast on this one. I went to fire it up. I fired up for like 3 seconds. That was about it. I don't know if I have my big screwdriver. If these screws don't come out, then... And they all need to be screwed. Okay, they all need to be cut out. I don't think this will come out at all. They all need to be cut. This is toast. I'm gonna have to find my rotary tool later on. By the way, if you guys just joined me, I do want to give you guys Vintage Nitro World. What's going on? Yeah, the compression is negative, man. It's beyond negative compression. In fact, if I opened up the World Book of 1979, it would also say negative compression, okay? But I just don't know which page, but it would. All right, so I can't remove that for now. Okay, we'll remove this part. Actually, I don't need to remove that. We'll just pull the cord through here. The cord is a little frayed, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, EB Mods goes Texas Hill. EB Mods does it, right? Let me go look them up. Didn't I use EB Mods the last time? No, I used RB Mods, right? EB Mods. Yeah, EB Mods. Let me go there right now. I definitely talked about them before. I just forgot. All right. Let me take a look at their site. All right, we're on EB Mods. Engine services. I just got to make sure they do the small blocks. I don't know if they do. I know they sell the tools themselves. Sleeve resizing. 25. Let's just see if they say anything about it, because it matters. All right. Oh, sickening. We resize 0.12 to 0.28. Hot damn. This is good. That's right. Texas Hill, thank you, bro, for your research. I'm gonna keep this because I have like 2 other engines. I've already disassembled for a repinch. All right, so we only resize engines that are 0.12 to 0.28, which is perfect. That's pretty good. I think Nitro Pimp is looking to buy one of these sets, actually. Holy shit, they're in Pennsylvania? That's where one of our channel members lives, John Hensley. Turnaround time 1 day. Bro, I could drive there. I wonder if I called them up and I'll do a video there. What do you think? You think EB Mods will host the NItroGang? Yeah, so what they do is basically, these are the tools that they use to repinch them. They're pretty expensive. Let me see if they have the whole tool set. Piston sleeve resize tool. So the cheap one is $1,000. So these are basically machine tools. From my understanding, I've seen a couple of videos on this. It doesn't say. Okay, so this is only for 0.21, it says. The cheap $1,000 set is only for 0.21. All right, RCX, bro. Let me read what you just said, man. Mach 389, awesome. Bro, I think I missed what you said. Sorry, man. Anyway. Okay, so the 0.21 tool set is $1,000. The thing is, most of my stuff is kind of small block. I need small blocks. Resize tooling. Engine, let's see how much a $2,000 set is. Once again, you got, damn. This is also for 0.21, OS based, it says. So I think they might not sell it for 0.12 engines. Yeah, it's Rickety Rack. I'm gonna contact them. They're literally not far away from me. This is like an hour and a half. Oh, Texas Hill goes, you could tell them you want the small block. I don't know, guys. Maybe I should make an investment in this myself. So the good news is they do the repinch on the 0.12s. That'll be sickening. All right. I think that's what's gonna go down. See how you add it to cart. I guess you got to do a checkout or whatever. All right, bros. I think that's about it. That's the update. The engine is toast. Melissa, how you doing? You forgot to bring me some water, boo. Do you want to say hello to NItroGang?
No.
They want to show them your nails?
No.
You don't want to show them your nails? Why? I thought you were proud of your nails.
I am, but it's the same thing that they saw.
Nah. They want to see the nails. Guys, do you want to see the nails? Melissa, you can't repinch nails, but you can repinch an engine. Let's go.
What do you have on you?
I have sweat on me. She just goes, what do you have on you? It's sweat, boo.
No. What is that on you?
Oh my God, look at those nails. Sickening. You want me to color in those empty spots?
No.
With a blue highlighter?
No.
I could color that in right now.
No.
All right, let's go.
No.
Come on.
No.
Let's call them bad boys in.
You got a bug on you.
She said no. All right, my dudes, my forehead mad sweaty right now. All right, so I told you I'm not lying. I'm going to reach out to EB Mods over here. I'm going to tell him Texas Hill sent me from Texas. He's a skilled architect and engineer. Has real good taste in cars and nitros and friends. Can you give us a shop tour? Right, guys, that's about it. Tomorrow will be a sickening video. You do not want to miss it. Guaranteed, don't miss it. Alright, it's going to feature a sickening Chevy. Wait till you see the Chevy. Alright, Just Joe, hold on. He goes, what did you hook up the pressure line back when you were trying to start? Wait, did you hook up the pressure line? Yes, I did. I hooked it up. I definitely checked it, bro. Like, yeah, I definitely checked it. I checked it. Because right now I just disconnected it. This thing is dead. Max Paul, man, how you doing? Yes, I'm about to roll out from the stream. You know, Melissa and I gotta go eat some food and go do some nighttime scootering. Really good to go scooter at night, bro. You know what I mean? Like at night, it's nice and cool. You know, put the flashlight on the scooter and you roll. You live your happy, merry life with no hate in your heart. That's what you do. Melissa, you got any hate in your heart?
No.
You see that? Neither do I.
I had to think about it.
Sickening. All right, my dudes, you all have a good night.
Thanks, Tarek.